Yay Networks.
Welcome to A Sandwich and Some Lovin', everybody. I'm Kelly Raspberry Evans. I am at the home base in the studio all by myself because my husband decided to leave me. Oh, it's not what you think. On the phone with me is Alan Evans.
A train!
Not in the house.
Not in the house. Yeah, I'm not in the house.
A train in
Miss South Dakota.
South
the
Dakota.
Great state of South Dakota.
Yes, it's that time of year, everyone. Sturgis, the motorcycle event of the year. I guess the biggest motorcycle. Well, is it the biggest motorcycle rally in the country? I don't think so.
It is.
It's one of them.
No, that would be the affirmative. This is the biggest motorcycle rally in the country.
Okay, because I know that they have big ones in Myrtle Beach. I know they have them down in Florida. So I'm assuming, yeah, this is, I guess if you say it's the biggest, honey, then I agree with you. But Alan has made the trek again, and I am home keeping, the home fires burning. I've been, Emma Kelly's starting school next week, her senior year. So we've had a lot going on there. Just getting some stuff in order. I've stripped beds. I've done lots of laundry. I've been like a little Susie homemaker all by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to keep busy because I miss you so much, honey.
Well, I miss you too, but I'm having a good time up here.
Well, I want you to be a little bit sad not to have me with you. You did send me a picture today of something pretty and said, "Wish you were here," which is what everybody says when they don't really mean it. But
yeah, well, we'll get into that. What the little sightseeing I did today, because that's something I've been up here. This is now the 4th year I've done this, and there's still stuff I haven't seen up here. It's amazing. You'd think South Dakota, what is there in South Dakota to see? I mean, there is a lot of really cool stuff up here. So
a lot of beauty,
a lot of nature. It's one reason I love coming up here. But yeah, I'm up here for the 84th Sturgis Motorcycle Rally. Now, one of the big reasons I come, and we've talked about this, I guess, once a year, we talk about this, is to support Operation Once in a Lifetime, which is a charity that Kelly and I both really love and support. And they provide financial help. They provide wishes. They provide job training, job skills training. They provide grief support, all kinds of things for active duty military, veterans, first responders. It's just a great charity.
Their families.
And their families, yeah. Sporting events, tickets to Taylor Swift, to the Cowboys, just all kinds of cool things that those folks might not otherwise be able to do if it weren't for the charity. So.
And it's not big things all the time. Sometimes it's the simple things. The way I first found them with Patrick Sowers was they were doing a bedding drive. Mm-hmm. Because I was shocked and really horrified. Honestly, it makes me angry to think about it. But our military were coming back from serving overseas and coming back to the U.S. barracks, and the military does not provide them with bedding, no sheets, no pillows, nothing. It's like, are you kidding me? I could not wrap my brain around that. So I helped him out with that, fundraiser, just getting people to donate sheets and pillows and pillowcases and things. And that's when it started for me. And thankfully, when I married Alan, he, agreed. This is a great charity. It's fun to have a cause we support together. So we do a lot of fun things with them, but it's always for a good cause. The money's going to a great cause. So there you go.
Yeah, and the week up at Sturgis, I was trying to get a fundraiser going, and I did for the ride up here, and we raised a good amount of money for that.
Still need to raise some more. You haven't reached quite your goal yet.
Haven't quite reached the goal, but if you want to donate, you can go to my Instagram, and there's a link at the top to donate to the charity. But that's one way we're raising money. Another way is down at the Jack Daniel's booth. There's a presence for Operation Once in a Lifetime, and they're selling raffle tickets for this custom motorcycle. And it's called a Riven, I believe is the name. And it's a military spec, custom, one-of-a-kind motorcycle And Patrick was telling me that this thing is what the Navy SEALs use when, when they're going undercover and want to be really quiet. But this is the civilian version of that motorcycle, and it's an electric motorcycle.
Wow.
That's why it's quiet. Yeah.
Wow. And I think you can buy raffle, even if, you're not in Sturgis, you can buy raffle tickets on their site, right? On their Facebook page.
Yeah. Yeah, Operation Once in a Lifetime.
Yeah, their Facebook page is where they'd rather you go.
In their Facebook page.
Yeah, I think the Facebook page is where they're most active. So if you want to get in on the raffle, I mean, if you're going to donate anyway, you might as well maybe win something. Alan won that Resto Mod Chevelle at one of the raffles. So there's real prizes to be won, really good ones too. So thank you for doing that, honey. I miss you, but it's for a good cause, and I know how much you love being away from me on your motorcycle.
Well, it is for a good cause, but then also coming to the bike rally, I mean, it's fun. I mean, there's a lot of cool things going on.
You see a lot of three-wheelers, a lot of three-wheel vehicles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure did. I saw a Riker today. It was yellow.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen a lot of Can-Ams. I mean, this is a mostly Harley Davidson rally, but you see all brands. You see Indian, you see BMW, you see Can-Am, all kinds of different motorcycles. But it's fun. And one thing I did today that I've never done, I went to the Needles Highway. And I texted you earlier. I was telling you, I think I told you I was doing this today.
You did tell me, but I don't really know what that meant.
Yeah, so there's a stretch of highway. It's called Highway 87, and it runs through Custer State Park. And it's this windy road that you can't go more than 10 miles an hour on. I mean, it is windy, and it's up, kind of in these mountains. And it's got these spectacular rock formations that come straight out of the ground and they point up. And I don't know if that's why they call it the Needles Highway. But
makes sense.
Yeah, it's really amazing. The scenery is just breathtaking. And then there's a tunnel called the Eye of the Needle that only one motorcycle can go through at a time. So they have a guy at one end and a guy at another end, and they'll tell you when it's safe to come through the Eye of the Needle.
Oh, wow.
So a lot of people stop there and take pictures because it's a kind of a famous tunnel, up here. So, I saw the Needles Highway today. And
did you do the tunnel?
Yeah, I went through the tunnel. I took a bunch of pictures. No, it wasn't scary. I mean, you go through real slow. It's dark. I mean, you go through it and it's really dark. But no, it wasn't scary at all. But cool.
Maybe one year I'll go with you, but I have to work.
No, I know. Well, I'm doing a little work up here, just a little bit.
A little bit. But I have to work my day job. But,
right.
We are planning, I guess, you and me, we're going to do a little ride somewhere with my Can-Am Riker and your motorcycle, or maybe go to Broken Bow or something. That'll be fun. Maybe this fall when it gets a little cooler.
Yeah, and who knows? Maybe someday you'll ride up here.
Maybe. That's a far piece.
Yeah. No,
what is it? It's over 1,000 miles, right?
Yeah. So I guess I'll just give everybody a summary of the trip up here, because it was somewhat eventful. I left Dallas and it was like 100 degrees, like it always is in August. It gets to Armadillo and the temperature starts coming down a little bit. And once I get into New Mexico, it's really nice. It's like, in the 80s. And then, I don't know if you remember last year, I got in that hailstorm.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, I got caught in a hailstorm in New Mexico. And then I got to this town called Raton, New Mexico, and I went to a Denny's, and I had to wring out my clothes and using the air dryer for your hands. I was trying to dry out my clothes, and then it just rained on me all the way to Colorado Springs. Well, I got through New Mexico this time, and I was like, sweet. I get to the Colorado border, take some pictures. It's just beautiful. I'm like, all right, man, I'm good. I'm going to make it all the way to Colorado Springs.
Golden.
No issues. Well, sure enough, I get 25 miles away from the hotel. In the distance, I can see lightning, just the kind of lightning looks like spider webs, babe. You ever seen that in the distance?
It's beautiful, but scary.
Yeah. And then it just spreads across the sky,
Yeah.
That's what it was doing. And I'm thinking, man, this isn't good. So I pull
And
over.
I'm heading that way.
Put on my rain suit and keep pressing on. And sure enough, it just starts pouring and crosswinds, like really strong crosswinds. And I don't know what the deal is in Colorado, but they don't believe in light posts. I mean, there's no lights on the highway.
Mm.
So that last 25 miles, I mean, the pucker meter was at 99%.
Yeah, when you called me, you weren't exactly in a great mood.
No, I was not happy.
No.
I was not happy.
No, but you did apologize. You did apologize the next morning.
Oh my gosh, it was just frustrating because I went, almost 800 miles without a problem.
Yeah.
And then the last 25 miles was in a rainstorm, but got to the hotel. I was fine. I just dried out and ate some gummy bears and ate my feelings. So that was okay. Well, the next day, I didn't tell you these couple of stories. The next day, I leave Colorado Springs and I go through Denver. So I got to get gas in Denver. And I've done this before. There's a sign on the side of the road that says, pull off here. There's gas. And this has happened to me twice now in Denver. You pull off, but then you drive another like 2 or 3 miles down these side roads to find the gas stations. I don't know why they don't have gas stations like right off the interstate in Denver, or maybe I'm just not seeing them.
Mm.
But, I'm just like, I don't know where I am because you know how bad I am with directions.
Yes, I do.
So I'm trying to find a come and go. Come and go.
Oh, my goodness.
But I couldn't find the come and go. So I just pulled into this other type of gas station, whatever.
Not nearly as much fun.
No, and I wanted a shirt and the sticker and everything, but I didn't get that. But check this out. So I'm leaving the gas station, and a guy backs into this other guy, and I can hear, and I'm about to leave, and it's like right next to me. He goes, bam, backs right into this guy. He was leaving the gas station. And,
was it a car or a motorcycle?
Guy. 2 cars.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 cars. So both guys get out, and they're both just kind of normal looking guys.
Hip.
Get out. Yeah, they got hand on hip, and they're kind of looking, and I can't hear what's said, but they just kind of look at each other, and they just shake hands and get in their cars and drive off. No problem.
Well, probably because it wasn't enough damage to report, and let's just go about our business, right?
Yeah, but there was no like big problem or anything.
No gun violence?
No, none of that.
Shocking.
But so I leave that scene, and not 30 seconds later, I pass this woman, and she's pulling out of a side street, and I pass, but then right as I pass, I hear a bam, and I'm like, oh my God, it scared me, because I turn around like on the bike to see what happened. There wasn't anybody in front of me, fortunately. So I turn around, and this dude on a scooter, like an electric scooter, on the sidewalk, he hits this lady's car. He runs right into it and goes over the hood.
Oh my.
I'm like, holy crap. I hope he's okay, and I pull up to a stoplight and I look back, and he got up and is like shaking his hands at her. Like, didn't you see me?
Like it's her fault?
Like it's her fault, but he ran into the side of her. I don't know.
That's so scary. Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt's son, their 20-year-old son, Pax, he was on his electric bike, and they said he's really reckless anyway, and he's been in multiple collisions, but he ran into the back of a car that was stopped at a stoplight, and he ended up, people thought he died on the scene, but he woke up when paramedics got there. He was in ICU for about a week, was not wearing a helmet. And I thought they were really serious about those laws in California, but they said he's got a long road ahead of him to be healthy again. But that's really scary stuff. Anyway, that was my electric bike accident story.
Oh, just one other hot sports opinion about Colorado.
Yeah, and then I've got some business to take care of.
Yes. Well, go ahead. Take care of do a little something, and then I'm going to give you a hot sports opinion.
I can't wait.
About Colorado.
I can't wait. Well, like I said, I FaceTimed with Alan yesterday morning after I got off work. He apologized for being grumpy with me, but you know what? He complimented me on my makeup. You remember that, honey?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, because
Yes.
my makeup looked real good because I use Thrive Cosmetics every day. I have to
Oh,
do my
yes.
makeup about 4:30 in the morning, so I don't want or need a complicated routine. I just want to look good and get out the door, but I also want makeup that's going to last all day, and I get that with Thrive Cosmetics. I use the Brilliant Eye Brightener in the Stella Champagne color every day without fail. It opens up my eyes, makes me look awake even at 4:30 a.m., and it comes in 16 buildable shades, which make it easy to create a clean look, a smoky eye, whatever I want. And I just got their new Empower Matte Precision Lipstick Crayon. Y'all, this is the best. It's a liner and a lip color all in one with a built-in sharpener, so you're never digging for that. It goes on velvety smooth. The colors are rich. They last up to 12 hours. They don't feel dry or cakey. Joe is their pink mauve shade I'm really loving right now, and they've got 11 other beautiful shades to choose from. But it's not just the makeup. I love that for every product you purchase, Thrive Cosmetics donates money and products to organizations in our own communities, including causes close to our heart like those that help the members of the military. So refresh your everyday look with Thrive Cosmetics, beauty that gives back. And right now, you can get an exclusive 10% off your first order at thrivecosmetics.com/sandwich. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/sandwich for 10% off your first order. You are going to love Legacy Box. You know, becoming a parent changes how you look at memories. While we're savoring and saving every moment with our kids, suddenly you start to realize a lot of important memories from our childhood. They're trapped on VHS tapes, camcorder tapes, photo albums, crammed into boxes labeled "Do Not Throw Away" and shoved into an attic. Those are at risk of being destroyed by heat, moisture, disaster, time. And once they're gone, they're gone. That's why you need Legacy Box now. They are the world's largest digitizer of home movies and photos. And the process is so simple. They send you a Legacy Box and you fill it up with old VHS tapes, pictures, film reels, slides, DVDs, whatever you've got. Their team in Tennessee carefully digitizes it all by hand. They send you back the originals plus digital files on the cloud or a thumb drive. Ordering a Legacy Box is one of the best things I've done for my family because now instead of just telling my kids about that crazy vacation I took to the mountains when I was a kid, I get to show them and relive it with them. And right now, during Legacy Box's Father's Day sale, you can save big while preserving your family's history. Visit legacybox.com/sandwich to get started today. That's legacybox.com/sandwich. It's the little things that make a big difference in how I feel. Now, for me right now, it's about stretching. I didn't realize how stiff I was until I started doing it. I love when I can stretch a little further than before. It makes me feel refreshed when I'm done. And you know, a little makeup refresh can make all the difference too with Thrive Cosmetics, my go-to clean makeup routine year-round. Now, of course, their Brilliant Eye Brightener in Stella Champagne is always in my makeup bag. Actually, I need to reorder more. I'm almost out. But it comes in 32 shades, and the Sienna Mint Green Shimmer looks really fun for summer. Their Empower Matte Precision Lipstick Crayon, it's really amazing. It gives you a beautiful color that lasts without feeling dry. They have 18 buildable shades, and I love the Dusty Rose Kaisa color. I think that's how you pronounce it. But the best part, for every product you buy, Thrive donates products and funds to help communities thrive. So far, they've given over $150 million in products and cash to over 600 giving partners. This is beauty with purpose. Amplify your summer look with Thrive Cosmetics. Go to thrivecosmetics.com/sandwich for an exclusive 20% off your first order. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/sandwich. All right, let me have that hot sports opinion on Colorado.
Okay, I know Denver doesn't represent the entire state of Colorado, but and I know I've only seen the interstate in Denver because I just go right up through Denver on interstate. I think it's 25, but it has a very California feel.
Yeah.
And I'm not kidding. The entire place smells like pot.
Yeah.
The entire place smells like weed. The hotel smells like weed. Every time I pull up to a stoplight, I can smell weed. It's
Well,
like,
that's not a hot
where is
sports
all this weed? Like, who
that's
is
not a
smoking
hot
all
sport-
this weed?
That's not a hot sports opinion. That's a fact.
Oh, okay.
Everybody smokes weed there, and it's just, I mean,
Everybody. Wow.
you know, and I've never smoked pot in my life, right? But if you, okay, and there, you can debate the pros
I'll
and cons
debate.
of pot all day, whatever,
Master debater.
if it's legal or whatever. But if the sole purpose is to chill you out, make you, cool, man. Everything's cool. How do you get anything done if you're always in a constant state of, I'm just cool, man. I'm chill. I don't get it, and I'm sure people are listening to me thinking, you're such a nerd, Kelly, whatever. I don't get it.
I don't know, but that's just
Not
one
for
thing
me.
I noticed.
But it was the same thing the last time I went to New York City. There is, I guess it's legal there too, or if you have a prescription. I don't know what the rules are in New York City, but there is a pot store, whatever you call it, a vape store, whatever, on every corner. And it's like that in New York City now too. It's just the smell is everywhere. You can't get away from it.
Yeah, just one thing you notice on a motorcycle, you smell everything when you're stopped.
Yeah.
But yeah, kind of an interesting story. I keep going up Interstate 25, and I noticed there's a Harley dealer, and I can't remember the name of the town it was in, but it doesn't matter. It's just north of Denver, and because I want to get my poker chips, so I pull off, go into the dealership, and they always have free ice water or bottled water, and this particular dealership had free ice cream for all the travelers coming through. It was really great. So I get my poker chip, and then I'm sitting at one of the little tables there, and a salesman comes up to me, salesperson, and his name's Kyle. Really nice guy, kind of a younger guy, younger than me anyway. But he was asking me where I was from, and I said Texas, and I said where have most of the riders been from? And he says, well, a lot of them from Ohio. That's kind of weird because you'd have to cut way over to Denver and then go up if you're from Ohio, but whatever. He said a lot from Montana. He said a lot from Arizona, Texas, of course. But I was like, oh, that's cool. And he said, you won't believe this, but we've had people come from Alaska. I'm like, what?
That's a little out of the way.
Yeah.
Well, they're just doing a tour of everything and just happen to make Sturgis one of their stops, I guess.
Yeah. But I was kind of asking him about sales and stuff. And he said they've been pretty decent. But he said, you won't believe this. I had a customer in Alaska buy a motorcycle sight unseen. He just called me and wanted to buy this motorcycle. I said, well, that's random. And he lives in Alaska, but he calls you at a dealership north of Denver to buy a motorcycle. And he said, yeah. He said, but check this out. So the dude he's been riding motorcycles for 25 years. He's an older guy. And one of his dreams was to ride from Anchorage, where he lives. He wanted to ride all the way from Anchorage to Key West.
Well, that's one of your dreams now, isn't it?
Yeah. That's like a famous ride to go from Key West to Alaska. So this dude did it. I mean, he was trying to do it. So he starts in Anchorage, comes all the way to Denver, and he stays in Denver. Well, his bike got stolen. So somebody steals his bike in Denver.
That sucks.
So I know. So he flies back to Anchorage. He has no transportation. So the dude has to fly back to Anchorage. So this happened years ago. So he said, this guy called me and he said, look, I've saved up enough money to buy another motorcycle. Here's what happened. I was trying to take this trip from Anchorage to Key West and my bike got stolen. I want to buy a bike at your dealership because that's where it got stolen in that area. I'm going to fly to Denver. And then I'm going to continue my ride that I didn't get to finish.
There you go. That was
Isn't
smart.
that crazy?
I know. I hate that. There's one thing I hate. It's thieves. I just cannot stand it. It makes my blood boil. I can't stand that. And look at his dream, but he's making it happen anyway. It was a little delayed.
Yeah.
But
I thought that was the coolest story. He didn't let that stop him from wanting to finish that ride. So he said, the salesperson, Kyle said he was going to fly there in September to pick up the bike and then ride from, the Denver area all the way over to Key West.
Well, there you go. I wonder if he's doing it by himself.
It sounded like he was.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't, it just makes me nervous. I hope if you do that, you'll do it with someone that also shares your dream, honey.
Yeah. I don't mind riding by myself. I don't mind riding with people too, but there's pros and cons to doing it both ways. If you get in trouble and you're by yourself, then
in the middle of nowhere with no street lights. Yeah.
You can be in trouble.
Yeah.
But when you're with a big group, and I notice this a lot up here, you're always having to stop to wait for everybody.
You don't like that.
Well, you'll see everybody pull over on the side of the road and they're just sitting there kind of looking over their shoulder and they're waiting on their group because somebody got caught. in a group of bikes, or
Well,
somebody
maybe if
got
you just
caught
do
in
like you and maybe one or two other people, keep it small and tight, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe there's
Well,
somebody listening that has the same dream. Reach out to Alan and y'all start planning and dreaming.
Well, I know guys that ride and gals that ride, but it's a big ask to say, hey man, you want to ride 1,200 miles up to South Dakota and stay up there a few days? I mean, it's a big ask, but we're really fortunate because we have somewhere to stay up here. You know, Jack Daniels lets us stay at their cabin, which is a beautiful cabin. It's got like, I don't know, it's several bedrooms. It's got a little cabin behind it too, where you could stay as well. But we're lucky we have a place to stay, because a lot of people, they camp or they pitch tents or they have to drive an RV and tow their bikes, or they stay in an entirely different city that's, about an hour away. So we're fortunate we have somewhere to stay, or we wouldn't be able to do this.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you what happened to me today. And I know you kind of already know a little bit of it, but you don't know the whole story. So I came home. I had lunch with a friend today, and I came home, and it's 1,000,000 degrees here. It's so hot. And Emma Kelly was laying outside on the ground. She had a towel laid down, and I went out there. I said, "Where's your sunbathing chair?" "Oh, it's in the shed. I don't want to get it out. It's so much trouble." I said, "Well, I'll go back there." And I said, "I need to clean up the dog poop anyway. I was going to help you out. That's usually your job." I said, "Let me, before it gets so bad, let me go clean up all the dog poop." So I went back there, and thank the Lord I did. That was divine intervention that you had a wife that was trying to help you out, because there was a leak coming out of our pool filter. And that big giant contraption that makes all that noise, I didn't realize what it was, but there was a crack in it. It was just shooting water out. And I was like, this can't be good. Can't be good. No. So if I hadn't gone back there to clean up dog poop and help my daughter out, that thing would have just kept spurting water for who knows how long. And it didn't look like it had, the ground wasn't soaking wet. So it must have just happened today, I'm assuming. But anyway, I took a video of it and sent it to you. I'm like, what do I do? I don't know what to do. And I don't have the pool guy's number. I don't know what to do. So you called the pool guy, and he said, "Can you send me a video of it?" I said, "I'll send you the video. I just sent Alan." And he said, "Okay, take a picture of the side of the pool filter. Let me see what I can do." And so he told me how to turn off the pool so there's no more water, leaking or anything. And so we're getting a new pool filter tomorrow, honey.
Yeah. I'm surprised it's lasted as long as it has. We've been in that house now since 2018.
Yeah.
And I think that equipment is
original to the house,
but it's pretty
old.
Yeah. I'm surprised it's lasted this long.
And it's not a cheap thing to fix, but a necessary thing. But man, I'm just wondering, if I hadn't gone back there, what that would have meant. Would our water bill have just gone through the roof? What would have happened if I hadn't gone back there?
I don't know.
Well, now we'll never know. We'll never know, but thankfully that's a lovely little expense we're going to have to dip into our emergency fund for.
Yeah. You picking up dog poop, what would be the equivalent? It's like a chore like you never do.
Every once in a while.
It's fine because that's what I do. But what's the equivalent chore of like that I never do, but sometimes I have to? What would you say that is?
Oh my gosh. I can't. You never clean the toilets, do you? Ever?
Folding panties?
No, you don't. That's not the equivalent.
How is
folding my panties the equivalent of picking up dog poop?
I fold panties and I wear them as a hat.
I know. That's why I prefer you not. That's why I don't ever ask you to fold laundry anymore. That's why I don't ever say anything when you do stuff, because you don't do it necessarily. And I'm not saying you don't do it right. I'm saying you don't do it the way I do it. And the way I do it doesn't necessarily mean it's right. It's just the way I do it. But when you do certain things in the house, certain tasks, I have to sometimes go behind you. I never say anything because I'm so appreciative that you do it in the first place. Well, like when you clean out the dishwasher, you don't always put everything back exactly where it's supposed to go.
Oh my goodness.
And that's fine. And I never say anything. I just move it where it's supposed to go, because when I go to find it, it's not there. And I'm like, oh, well, Alan must have cleaned out the dishwasher. And then I'll go find it. Like I said, I never criticize. I never fuss at you about it, because I'm so appreciative of the occasion when you do clean out the dishwasher.
I know how to clean a toilet.
But you don't.
I know how to blow one up too.
Yeah, you do that more regularly. So anyway, there's that lovely little housekeeping business.
Yeah, well, what are we going to do? There's not a lot we can do about that.
Write that check and keep on trucking, jive
well, how
turkey.
come we can't do the Flex Seal, the Billy Maine Flex Seal, where I just get a piece of Flex Seal and slap it on that leak, and then boom, it's done.
I could have done that. You didn't tell me to do that. You told me to get the pool guy to fix it.
I've got Flex Seal in the garage.
Well, if you'd have told me, I wouldn't have called him.
You just slap. Stop that leak.
Well, that would have saved us a couple grand, but oh well.
Wasn't that dude's name? Billy Maine?
I don't know. That sounds right.
May he rest in peace.
You know, I told you I had lunch with my friend John today. I didn't tell you it was John, but I had lunch with my friend John today, and I've been carrying my readers with me because I just need like 0.5, because when my eyes get tired, because I had LASIK, but I still need like 0.5 when my eyes get tired. And he said, "Are those pair eyewear glasses you talk about?" I was like, "Yes, I love my pair eyewear. Thanks to the magnetic top frames, I can change up the look in a literal snap, and they can match my mood, my outfit, the holiday. And with pair eyewear, you can also switch from prescription frames to sunglasses with their sun tops, so you're never scrambling for your sunnies again. And I love they just added their new Mickey and Friends collection. So if you love all things Disney, this is for you. They've got playful patterns, really subtle nods too. If you just want something like just a slight wink, you can choose from your favorite characters like Mickey, Minnie, Donald Duck, all so cute and fun, and budget friendly too, with one base frame starting at just $60, and that includes prescription lenses. You can add playful top frames or serious top frames starting at $25. Sun tops start at $30. So you can have an entire wardrobe of glasses that doesn't break the budget, And Emma Kelly just got her prescription glasses from Pair. She used the virtual try-on, which made it really easy for her to choose the Harper frames in pink clear, and she loves them. And remember, Pair offers free standard shipping and a flexible 30-day return policy. So celebrate friendship and adventure this summer with Pair Eyewear. Go to paireyewear.com. Use code LOVIN, LOVIN, for 15% off your first pair. And mention a sandwich and some lovin' sent you in your post-checkout survey. That would really help support us. That's PAIR eyewear.com/lovin, LOVIN. I don't think I've ever talked about it on this podcast before, but one day I was walking past the windows going upstairs, and I noticed this greasy cooking smell. You know what I mean? It turns out it was our blinds. Something about the sun was breaking them down over the years, and who knows how long they were there before we bought our house. We needed new blinds bad, and that's what led me to 3-Day Blinds. I absolutely loved how easy they made the whole process. They send a professionally trained design consultant to your home. It's a free, no obligation, same-day quote. And they've got thousands of options to fit any budget and style. It's not just blinds. They've got shades, shutters, drapery too. 3-Day Blinds even has those motorized smart blinds that work with Alexa. Those are so cool. They take all the measurements. They handle the installation too. And it's perfect because I'm not handy. And what a difference it's made. This is an upgrade that makes your whole house feel refreshed and polished without having to do a big renovation. Right now, get quality window treatments that fit your budget with 3-Day Blinds. Head to 3dayblinds.com/sandwich for their buy one, get one 50% off deal on custom blinds, shades, and drapery. For a free, no charge, no obligation consultation, just head to dayblinds.com/sandwich. One last time, that's buy one, get one 50% off when you head to the 3dayblinds.com/sandwich. You can't scroll your phone for more than 30 seconds without seeing somebody talking about GLP-1s. Maybe you've been close to trying them, but you're not a needle person, or maybe you're looking for a natural alternative. Well, let me introduce you to our podcast sponsor, Veracity. Their Metabolism Ignite, it's a natural plant-based GLP-1 alternative that is doctor recommended and clinically proven to help reduce hunger. Just 2 capsules with breakfast every morning. It's all you need. And one of the first things I noticed was I wasn't thinking about food all day. That
food noise you always are constantly battling, Metabolism Ignite has no allergens, no caffeine, no negative side effects, and we love that. It's shown to reduce hunger by 85% and clinically proven to help lose an average of 9 pounds in 90 days. We really love that. Look, this stuff is sold out 10 times for a reason. So before it sells out again, make the switch to GLP-1s the natural way. Head to veracityhealth.co and use sandwich for up to 65% off your order. Once again, that's VERACITY health.co for up to 65% off. Make sure you use our promo code sandwich so they know we sent you.
All right. So what's on your agenda tonight, honey? I know you've got the guys waiting to go to dinner. Where y'all heading?
We're going to go over to Deadwood, which is not very far away. It's where Wild Bill Hickok was shot. That's the
claim to
history
fame?
Yeah.
Do they have like a big X on the ground where he died or something?
Well, there's a saloon where he died, and they have a sign up on the top of that saloon. Yeah.
They have like a big X where he lay?
I don't know about that, but you've heard of the dead man's hand, the aces and eights?
I guess. I don't know.
You never heard of that? But that's what he was holding when he got shot. He was holding aces and eights, so that's why they call it aces and eights the dead man's hand.
Why did they shoot? Why did he get shot?
That I don't know. I'm not sure.
I'll have to look that up.
Yeah. Oh, I do have, though, a little gee whiz trivia knowledge about Jack Daniels. Would you like to hear this real quick?
Sure.
So one of the guys here at the house, he works for Jack Daniels in Lynchburg. And one of his jobs is to give tours of the distillery. So he's got all these facts about Jack Daniels. He just knows everything about Jack Daniels and how it's made and the history of the company and everything. So he asked me, he said, do you know how Jack Daniels died? And I'm like, I have no idea. He was shot. He goes, no.
Drowned in a vat of whiskey.
Yeah, you'd think it would be something like that, like he died drinking whiskey or something.
Because why would he ask if it wasn't an interesting story?
Right. So he said Jack Daniels, one gee whiz fact, was like 5'2". It's like this little tiny guy. Yeah, he was a very small man, very, very short, small man. And he apparently had a temper.
Well, yeah, he was grumpy because everybody was taller.
Yeah.
He probably picked on him a lot.
Yeah. So one time he was in his office and he was trying to get into a safe. And it's a combination safe, and he knew the combination, but he could not get the combination lock to open.
It's like the modern day. It's like the modern day. This is my password. I know that's my password. Why can't I open this account?
That's exactly what this guy was telling me. He goes, have you ever forgot your password? And I'm like, well, yeah. He's like, you know how frustrated you are when that happens. I'm like, well, yeah. He said, that's what happened to Jack Daniels. So he's trying to open this safe. He gets super frustrated and he kicks the safe. Well, a couple of days pass and his foot's like really hurting. So he goes to the doctor. Doctor says, you broke your toe. So this was back in 1911, I think. So they tried to fix his toe. Apparently an infection set in and they had to amputate his toe. So now Jack Daniels is missing a toe. A couple of months go by, the infection spreads to his foot.
Oh, is he getting like gangrene or something?
Yeah. So now they got to take his foot off.
Ooh.
So now the dude has no foot. Well, the infection apparently was
kept spreading
into his body, and they had to amputate his leg up at the hip.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And eventually the infection killed him. So that's how Jack Daniels died. He died because he kicked a safe.
Wow.
Yeah. And this safe, they still have, and you can see it. It's part of the tour. You can see this safe.
And nobody's ever been able to open it?
No, he was telling me this too. He has the combination to the safe, but only like a handful of people have the combination. And we were all like, come on, tell us what it is. He's like, nope, can't do it. I'm sworn to secrecy.
Yeah, but what's in it?
$7. You know how Jack Daniels is called Old Number 7?
Yeah.
So there's $7 in the safe.
Wow. He was, obviously there was more in it when he died, when he tried to open it.
Well, there the legend is there were papers. I mean, it was used as a safe for important papers and things.
Yeah, contracts
But
and things.
yeah, but over the years, the family that was related to Jack Daniels took possession of the safe. And at one time, I think what he was telling me is the family said, we should put something in it. What do you think we should put in it? He's like, well, it's technically your safe. You can put anything you want to in it. So they put $7 in to represent, old number 7.
There you
Jack
go.
Daniels.
Well, that is an interesting story.
There you go.
It is. Well, I've got something I came across, and I want you to put some serious thought into it. I've been thinking about, retirement a little bit more than I should probably.
After the stock market just took a big crap?
I know it's probably
not
the right time to be thinking about it, but I can still dream. But I've been looking at this. I saw an article a while back about this couple. Instead of going to a retirement home, a nursing home, or one of those, I don't know, they have these retirement communities now. What they decided to do was just go on a cruise. Mm-hmm. And they just stayed on a cruise, and they did the math, and it was cheaper for them to do that than to, go into one of these retirement centers, because you're on the cruise, you get 3 meals a day, you get entertainment, you get to, go to these different ports, it's that's what they chose to do. And I thought that was kind of interesting. Now, I've never been on a cruise, and I know some are better than others, and I wouldn't necessarily want to be like on a party cruise. Like my friend Tommy Jean, she and her husband just went on a Viking cruise, and it literally looked like a big floating barge.
Did everybody wear those funny helmets with the horns on them and have long mustaches?
No, wasn't like that. But they would get off, and they would dock in different places through Paris and Italy, and they'd tour the gardens and all this stuff. Excuse me. And then at night they had these wonderful dinners and, entertainment on these luxury barges. So that would be kind of cool.
Wow.
Cause I would, you see on videos online of, these families, and they end up on a spring break cruise, and it's just one big party nightmare. You have to really be in the frame of mind for that. But anyway, I found this article, and there is now a thing called the Endless Horizons program that lets you retire on a luxury cruise ship.
How about that?
Yeah, it says, I just found this article. It said one aspect most people nearing retirement age are concerned about is ongoing living expenses and the possibility of outliving their savings. So this program eliminates that concern altogether while offering the ultimate dream, exploring every corner of the world by sea. And so if you're interested, you can choose from 2 different plans. The single occupancy, so this would be great for a widow or a widower. It's one payment of $299,999, and that's it. And the double occupancy is one payment of $499,999, so $500,000. Okay, but that plan includes all your meals, your accommodations, community activities. Residents enjoy a guaranteed outside cabin, which I guess is the preferred. So I guess you have the window and the breeze and all that, and access to more than 50 active interest groups. So like culinary arts and fitness. So there's classes and things that will keep you busy. So it's like being in just a floating retirement community.
Okay, a couple of things.
But you're seeing the world.
Okay, number one, I don't want to be on a boat 24/7, 365.
No, you dock, you go to different ports, and you get off and you go explore, and that way you see the world.
Number two, it sounds like I'm going to be like really close to a lot of people, which would force me to engage a lot.
Yes, because you cannot be old and cranky and alone. But if you were at a retirement home or a retirement neighborhood, you'd be in the same situation. But you can't buy a house in one of those retirement communities for that kind of money.
Yeah.
And they don't,
I'm just joking about the engagement too.
But I mean, it's really like, that's an interesting way to handle it, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, that is pretty cool.
I think.
But if you lay down that amount of money, you're going to feel obligated to be on this boat like all year.
Well, yeah, that's the plan. That's where you're going to live.
This sound. I mean, it's a floating country club, is what this is.
It's a floating retirement community.
Yeah.
You don't like
Okay.
it.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe. Can I just say maybe and just be very vague and evasive?
I guess my parent, I guess I'm just thinking about it more because my parents, thankfully I had very young parents. I shouldn't say past tense. I have very young parents. My daddy was, let's see, he was 21 when I was born and my mom was 19. And so basically they're still great health and everything, but my dad, he's going to be 79 this year. And so they have a 2-story house, and eventually it's like we can't keep going upstairs. But they're looking like, where are we going to go? Where are we going to go? And I said, well, Mom, I've been with Mama to look at some different places, and it's just expensive everywhere you look. I said, well, maybe the logical thing for y'all to do is just be to shut down the upstairs of your house and just live downstairs.
Yeah.
But then she's got to share. But then she's got to share a bathroom with my daddy, and right now he has the upstairs to himself. So his bathroom is his domain, and she's like, I don't go up there, So she's like, I don't really want to share a bathroom with him because now I'm used to my space. So I don't know what they're gonna do.
Everything's expensive.
I know.
Boy, everybody's up here griping about the prices of the drinks.
Yeah.
I mean, it used to be this was a place to kind of come and party cheap, but not anymore.
Well, it's just everything
drinks
right
are
now.
expensive.
Everything right now. It's just a shame.
$8 beers. It's like, what is that?
Well, good thing you don't drink a lot.
No, I'm not I mean, you get
in vacation. Yeah, vacation mode when we're with our podcast family vacation trips.
Oh, yeah, I get drunker and Cooter Brown at those things.
Yeah,
but here,
that's all inclusive. You're not paying out of pocket.
Yeah, here I don't really like to do that, because I'm riding around on a motorcycle. But it amazes me. There are so many places, like when you're riding around, there's beer stands set up. It's like, yeah, come on, man, come over here and have a few beers and get back on your bike and ride around.
Absolutely not. That is, I will never, ever, ever do that.
It's so nuts.
No, that's crazy.
But anyhow, hey, I don't judge. It's you do you. I'll do me. You do you.
No, some things we're allowed to judge. Drinking and driving, we can judge that. That is not right.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's that. So anyway.
Well, I know you've got other things you need to get to. I'll keep looking for retirement options, but a lot of people love. I know your parents do, and we haven't been in a while, but we love Vegas. It's fun, but it's not always easy to sneak away for a quick Vegas weekend. But you love Vegas. Well, you can have all the sights, sounds, and action of Vegas right at your fingertips with Love to Play. It's the biggest online social gaming destination that delivers exciting Vegas-style gaming directly through your mobile device. If you love playing lotto, bingo, hold and win, classic slots, I love the classic slots. So does my mother-in-law. Well, Love to Play has all that and more. And they've just opened up 500 more exclusive slots. So you can experience Vegas excitement anytime you want. School's starting back, and you know what that means? A lot of time waiting in carpool lines, a lot of time waiting for your kid to finish soccer practice or whatever. Well, Love to Play is the perfect way to spend your time. You'll have fun while you wait in a part of a supportive community. Exclusive bonuses and new rewards offered every day. So tell your friends, tell your family, tell your mother-in-law for sure, because Love to Play is way too fun to keep to yourself. So turn your downtime into fun time. Visit love2play.com. That's LOVE, the number 2, PLAY.com, and claim 50 free spins exclusively for the first 500 users using our promo code SANDWICH on your first deposit.
Now that I've reached a certain age, I realize how much my sleep affects me and everybody around me. It affects my energy, my mood, my patience. And I've also learned that I don't need to waste a lot on fancy sleep gadgets, because one of the best things I've done is upgrade to Boll and Branch sheets. I noticed the difference from night one. They are incredibly soft, so breathable. It's because Boll and Branch's sheets are made with 100% organic cotton that's woven specifically for airflow. Now I don't wake up feeling hot with sheets sticking to my legs anymore. My sheets keep me cool and comfortable all night long. And they've actually gotten softer with every wash. They even did a survey of their customers. 94% of them said the same thing. I love my Boll and Branch sheets, and honestly, I can't imagine ever going back to any other bedding. Sleep cooler this summer with Boll and Branch during their annual summer event. For a limited time, get 20% off site-wide at bollandbranch.com/sandwich with code SANDWICH. That's Boll and Branch, BOLLAND, branch.com/sandwich. Code SANDWICH to take 20% off. bollandbranch.com/sandwich, code SANDWICH. Exclusions apply. I think everybody's had that moment where they say, I should start my own business. Now, maybe you've got an amazing hot sauce recipe, or you've gotten really great at making candles or jewelry, and all your friends keep telling you you should sell that stuff. Well, what's stopping you? If you've been sitting on a business idea, Shopify makes it easy to make it happen. Everything you need to start selling is included and ready from day one. When your first customer is ready to buy, Shopify Checkout helps more people actually complete the purchase. And when they come back, their information's already saved. So checkout is quick and easy. One tap and they're done. Shopify handles all the technical stuff too, the setup and checkout, so you can spend your time growing your business and doing what you actually love. It's no wonder Shopify powers millions of businesses around the world, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to small businesses just getting started like yours. With Shopify, nothing stands between your idea and a real business, so go make it one. Start your free trial at shopify.com/sandwich. That's shopify.com/sandwich. One more time, shopify.com/sandwich.
All right, babe. I know they don't have any gambling up there in Sturgis, do they?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do they?
Deadwood. Yeah, there's casinos in Deadwood where we're going tonight. There's really nice casinos. They're smaller, but they're...
Is it like a reservation?
Dinner reservation?
Is it like a Native American, an Indian reservation?
Oh, another question I don't have the answer to. I'm not sure. I just know there are nice casinos there.
All right, well, fine. Well, are you going to try to gamble just a little bit?
No, Patrick will. He always gambles and he always wins.
He always has such good luck. You need to do what he does. Just follow his lead.
I know. I don't have the stomach for it, but we are going to go to a steakhouse that's in Deadwood. It's pretty good. So. One other thing I need to do while I'm here is I know one year I made a list of the top 10 most lewd T-shirts that I saw.
Yes.
So I have seen some pretty lewd T-shirts since I've been here. So I need
anything
to collect
new?
those top 10.
Anything new, or is it the same lewdness? Lewdity.
I saw one today that said really big on the front. Do you have a problem with me? Then bleep off, and then it's underneath it said problem solved.
Why do T-shirts have to be so violent?
F off, problem solved.
Yeah, I don't. That's just so violent.
I read it and I actually kind of giggled to myself. I think I was getting my gloves out of my saddlebag, and I looked up and saw this just giant guy wearing this T-shirt, and I was like,
you should have said, yeah. And he was like, what? Yeah, I got a problem with you and your shirt. And see what he said. That would have been funny.
It's always the biggest guys that wear those too, because they can. You know?
Exactly.
I was like, what are you going to do? You're going to go up to the guy and say, actually, yeah, like you said, actually, I do have a big problem with you.
Hey, they're wearing these message shirts for a reason. Maybe we should all just start responding to them, and maybe that would finally put an end to them. Hey, listen, everybody, I want to tell you something I've started doing really quick, and then I'm going to let you go, honey, because I know they're waiting for you. So for years and years, I have had a TikTok account, and I've never done anything with it because I've had things happen in the past where people have gone in and like set up accounts in my name, and
TikTok?
In other things, in other websites and things. And they have, they had the guy come out on TikTok and said, all of our servers are US based. You don't have to worry about anything. I don't know. But, anyway, I just decided, you know what, I'm going to start posting. It's just sitting there. So I've started posting on TikTok. So
good.
The reason I started doing it too is I got an email from some lady that said there's actually a lot of people impersonating you on TikTok, Allen. And because they use you, I guess because you're so handsome and you have such a beautiful family that, and I'm not always included in these posts because they're trying to present you as a single man or a widowed
Right.
man. So this
Yep.
woman wrote me and said, "There's a man on there, and I finally figured it out. That it's your husband, but he goes by this different name. And in the pictures, there are some of. He says that." The person says that I and my daughter died in an accident, and so now you are here with your boys, and you're just trying, And what they do, the ultimate game is to get money out of you, but they don't
Right.
they don't ask for money right off the bat because that's too much of a red flag. So they spend weeks and months courting these ladies and maybe some men too, until they get to the point where they can say, I need money. My kids are starting back to school, and I don't even have money to buy, their school supplies or whatever. And then, well, let me send you $100 or whatever. And then it just starts, So anyway, I went on there to try to report this account because I have a TikTok account that it was a fraud, but I couldn't because it says, are they trying to impersonate someone on TikTok? And I'm like, well, they're trying to impersonate someone, but you're not on TikTok. So I couldn't even report them as a fake account because you don't have a TikTok account for me to report as the real thing.
Okay. So I'll just start a creeper TikTok because I'm not going to post TikTok stuff.
Well, I did it just a little bit because it's been sitting there for so long. And so I went ahead and decided just to post one of me riding my Can-Am Riker. I thought that was an easy one. I already had it. But what I've started to do, which I thought might be kind of fun, is, I do the Showbiz Top 5 every day on the Kid Craddock Morning Show.
Nationally syndicated.
Yeah, I was pausing for that. And so what I've decided to do is I'm going to try to do the Showbiz Top 5 every day in 60 seconds or less.
Oh, okay.
So I have to really plow through it. And I know I'll get better at it, but the first day I tried it, it took me like 17 takes because I'm like, oh, this is so hard because I keep running out of time because the timer shuts you off right at 60 seconds. So anyway, I've done a few on there, and I it'd be good for my ego if people actually would go to my TikTok now and start following me there and maybe watching some of my videos. That would be a really good ego boost for me.
All right. Well, I is a college student, so you're going to have to do a TikTok every 12 seconds if you follow that format. Or a Showbiz Top 5 item every 12 seconds.
What does that mean?
Well, you got 60 seconds. You got 5 items, right? So you got to do one every 12 seconds.
Well, some of them are shorter than others. Some of them need a little bit more detail to flesh out.
Welcome to my world.
But I'm learning I'm really having to learn to self-edit, and that is hard. Yeah. So anyway, I just started it, something new and fun. So if you go follow me on TikTok, but remember, Alan and I both are on Instagram. I'm at Kelly Raspberry on TikTok and on Instagram. I'm at Kelly Raspberry Evans on Facebook.
Yeah, and go check out my Instagram at the Alonzo 1971. That's I've been posting a lot of stuff from Sturgis and the fundraiser stuff, and you can still donate. Please do. Any amount helps. That would be very, very wonderful and helpful, and it goes to really, really great people.
Yeah,
I promise.
And I would love it. I hear other podcasts asking, and I've always feel kind of weird asking, but it really, I didn't realize what a difference it does make. But if you do like the podcast and you haven't done so, if you go and subscribe instead of, searching it out every week, but also if you give it a 5-star review, what it does is, like, when somebody's searching for a new podcast to check out, it bumps us up. It bumps us up on the list. So if you're listening to other, like, I'm looking for another relationship type, podcast, A Sandwich and Some Lovin' would be bumped up higher on the list if it gets more 5-star reviews. So if you haven't done that, just take a second. It doesn't have to be anything long. Just give us a 5-star, and a thumbs up or whatever. I don't care. I'm begging. I'm asking nicely. I'm swallowing my pride and asking for that. And we would really greatly appreciate it because, we want more people in our podcast family. We love our podcast family. We vacation with our podcast family.
We do. We do. We prance around in Speedos with our podcast family.
Some of us do. That would not be me. That would be you. But also, we're, with school starting back and summer coming to end, we're probably going to start, I guess, very soon going back to podcast every week instead of every 2 weeks. So
I hope so, because, man, I'm going to talk about the number of people who have messaged me.
Yeah.
Hundreds have messaged me saying, dude, What's up with once every other
Well,
week?
You ready to start back?
You guys?
You want to start back going every week? We can. I was just waiting.
Well,
we were waiting till school starts back, and school for our boys started back this week, and Emma Kelly starts back next week.
Hey, I'd go back to 2 a week if you know.
If you
there was
know.
something.
If you know. All right. But anyway.
Exactly.
From your lips.
All right, babe.
All right. Well, that's it. You go and your guys have been so patient waiting, and I appreciate it. I'm going to go chop up an apple and have some cottage cheese. That's what I'm going to have for supper.
Oh, wow.
I'm excited about it. No, I'm not eating healthy.
I've been eating so bad up here.
That's
I had
it.
one of those. I went to Black Hills Harley Davidson today, and they had this big festival going. It was amazing, but they had all this state fair food, and I had a steak and cheese hoagie with French fries. It's like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this to myself?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Now you're probably going to go out and have a steak and a loaded baked potato.
Oh, 100%.
And all the carbs. Well, I just,
Yes.
I'm trying to do a little better. So I'm actually looking forward to my cottage cheese and apple. I'm very excited about it.
Hey, there's a reason you don't see a lot of very, very, very skinny Harley Davidson riders.
Why?
I mean, I'm not throwing shade. I'm just saying. Have you ever seen one?
Well,
Most of them are kind of bigger guys. I mean, I'm just saying.
all right. Well, go enjoy your steak and taters and tell Patrick I said hey.
Okay, I will.
All right. I love
All right,
you.
babe. Well, this was fun. You got anything else?
No, I'm good.
Okay, well, love you desperately.
I love you.
Love our listeners desperately.
I love y'all.
I love Operation Once in a Lifetime desperately.
Yes, we
They're
do.
Great people. You do great things for great people. I love Sturgis desperately. I love South Dakota desperately. The great state of South Dakota. It's a great place. God's country. And I am sure we will podcast again real soon. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, another motorcycle enthusiast,
Yes.
life is good when you have a good sandwich. Bye.